thing that Coat did this week was he went through the job notice board and managed to grab one of the last remaining jobs and went out to Tarek. And Tarek eviscerated a man, and we took whatever we were looking for back to the guy who hired us to get it. Um, After that, went and I don't remember what we did the rest of that day. I don't think anything.
No, I don't know what you did, but I went back and wait, what did I do?
See, I don't know.
Oh no, I went back and did the whole surprise thing for Trick.
Oh, that's right.
Aww.
I was totally sure it wasn't anyone in the party. I kept insisting to Sean. I'm like, no, it's somebody else.
Oh, god damn. Dude, that is sad. Like, I think Josh is crying himself to sleep.
But it was so sweet.
I was completely oblivious.
It was a surprise.
Yeah, it definitely was surprising.
I don't think Tarek can do anything but surprise.
Maybe. After that, I went and saw Lord Lazar after checking in again at the job board the next day and finding nothing there. And everything taken down for basically the city officials were cleaning up for the tournament, making sure that all issues were settled beforehand. I went over to saw Lord Lazar and actually got more information on the tournament. It's 1v1, predominantly melee, no magic casting, and apparently there's new rules this year that state no spell casting either. But magical items are still apparently in regulations. There's no prizes as such, but the champion does tend to be lavished in affection and rewards from, the foreign dignitaries, things like that.
Great, like you needed a bigger ego.
I don't need an ego. I prefer a bigger wallet.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying.
You might get
Fair.
it. If you
I spent time translating the book and training with Ledger. And when I translated, this is what I came up with as soon as I sealed it.
Are you copy pasting?
I am. I'm
into,
not. I'm
into Skype or into?
into. Well, I guess I could post it into the Roll20. That'll make it a little easier for Matt to board.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, there's no pulling it up in Skype. I'm actually working on building a specific layout for us.
Your specific Leo. Ew, gotcha. Now I gotta remember where the fuck.
It's like, the school provides us with $2,600 editing computers. I might as well use them.
Good point.
That is a good point.
Unfortunately, they're Macs, so I can't bring our videos over and edit there.
Okay, so this is where I started this week in the book. Burp, 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 burp. Copy pasta.
Okay.
So, being a book, it's a fucking novel, so get ready to read.
Well, it's like a journal-ish.
Oh shit!
Oh, wall of text. Ow.
Wow.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're gonna deal with this.
How many more do you have to copy?
Oh fuck!
God. Oh god.
I'm reading that
God.
later.
Yeah, that's a yeah. Bye.
And one more.
Why
That's
do you
the-
hate me?
That's the end
Look,
of it.
I'm not the author, all right.
The champion and S. But the champion and S go past. That's the end of it.
Basically, all I got was blah blah, elementals, creation, blah blah, Raven Queen, blah blah blah.
I'm saving it to read later.
I'm
We need
expanding the
someone to
Roll20
make a video.
format so you can read it in one page. Good God!
Aww, he was a farmer first. I'm so happy.
Oh, I knew that.
That's funny. So was Luke.
Emmy.
Hey,
I was talking about Ledger, but okay.
So should I go next since I'm probably the fastest?
Probably.
Sure.
Sure.
Just don't hurt yourself.
Just a lot of tinkering. I made the crossbow grappling hook. Lots of ammo. City's pump drive magic items. I've restocked on munitions of all types. Including a couple extra weapons. And my dreams, which are new since I was put to sleep twice, have been haunted by the visions of Dantho. and I have come to believe that I've been given the visions of Dantho before he was the champion.
Also Dotho and not Dantho.
Sorry. Someone else go. I'll copy and paste the first and second dreams.
Okay, mine's pretty quick. I spent.
Someone go do that thing that only I have.
No, someone else go while I do it.
Yeah. I spent day 1 with Coat at the first part. You heard about that. Then the trick thing at the end, and then day 2 I spent just making poisons because it was boring. Day 3.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's the day you got taken apart.
I think that was day 3, yeah.
Yeah. So that was day 3, and nothing. Oh yeah, before that, or after that, one or two, I went and looked for Bajor to see if he had any new special cool stuff. I found that he had the ledger. I found the book that I gave to Trick, and it was a nice grimoire from a Drow City. And then day 4, oh, they're screaming! Then we did all that stuff, and then basically spent the rest of the week just making poisons and making sure Trick was okay. And that is my week. Next.
I guess I'm next. First day, she found a small circle of druids and joined them in their spellcasting. They were finding things in mines underground. She also noticed that all of the mines under the city curiously went around the undercity. But she didn't really. She just kind of gained the knowledge of how to search for things underground, sensing them. And then the next couple of days. I can't remember.
Didn't you help Ark with stuff or something?
No, she made health potions.
Yeah, I managed to make 2 potions during the week.
Yep.
In between people screaming and people getting taken apart. And I think that's it.
All right.
Okay. I'll go next, I guess. First day, went to the shop, found 2 shields that were interesting, and decided to go for the cursed one because my player instincts are high. Let's see, and then I talked to Krieg a couple times throughout the week, I think. I visited a couple temples for a project I'm thinking of doing, but it was a little bit less successful than I hoped, but successful enough. I got the information I needed. And then I'm not even sure what the rest of the week was. There wasn't very much happening in my week. So if something comes up, I'll say it after everything else is done.
Who's left? Is it just me or is it?
I think you and I, but go ahead, Trick.
Okay, let's see. Day 1, just trying to figure out who broke into my room and left that stuff. Rolled natural 20. Day 2, just wandering around town trying to find some place that sells rituals. I went to the tower, I went to Arcosius. Finally found there was a noble who kept a hoard of knowledge, so I convinced Ledger to get Talon to use his influence to get me into Seer. And
Nice.
Day 3? No, day 2, I think we went to go see her, and we got in. She made me put a magic limiter bracelet on, so all I had was my words, which was really tough.
It was really fun.
I was like,
we were
oh
gonna
my
die.
god, like this is so hard. But eventually she agreed that I could come back, and then day 3, Ledger and I went back, and she gave me the Leoman's Tiny Hut ritual, and she agreed to train me, so that's cool. And day 4, yeah, I just tried to contact my patron, finally did, only to find out he wasn't the one who's been sending me those visions of Crossway being destroyed, which was mind blowing. And yeah, then saw the creepy guy in my head. I was like, oh my god. So yeah, that's my world has been shifted, and I have no idea what to do about it. And yeah, then day 4 or day 5 to 7, just trying to open that book.
With a tiny bodyguard standing beside her.
Yeah. So my week really ramped up at the end. It was pretty slow going, and all of a sudden, damn, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, it totally ruined my plans. Thanks, Sean.
Goddamn.
Ledger?
Yeah, I think my week was pretty much intertwined with other people's for the most part. Like, I asked Talon what he knew about the house that Trick found, and he told me who it was and that she was a recluse and gave me this letter of recommendation. So I had to go sit and play like valet and guard dog while she went in there. And other than that, trained with Coat, watched as people figured stuff out in books that Ledger can't figure out.
Got
Trying to remember if there was got engaged. Forgot about that. I thought that happened before the week. That happened before the week.
We did spend the night with him.
That was day 1.
That was day 1? Oh. For
Yep.
some reason I thought it happened before we turned off the call or something. I don't know.
That was day 1 because you
Alright,
come
apologies.
that night.
Apologies. Talon doesn't get a recap. I'm sorry. It wasn't in the forefront of my mind. We got engaged. It's weird because yes, he picked me. Like he picked Ledger to get engaged to because he doesn't care about any of the people that they're throwing at him, and he does care about Ledger. But we both acknowledge that yes, this is really fast. But what are you gonna do? It's politics, and he doesn't know how much influence he's gonna have left after he pisses off all these nobles who have daughters by marrying me instead. So we don't know what kind of like influence we're still gonna have or what kind of reputation we're gonna yield at the end of this, and neither does he. Which is why he's giving us his keep to the southeast, and we're probably gonna have to figure out a transportation circle with Broskov maybe, so we still have the keep here at the Golem's Arm. But then we'll have a proper above ground keep in the southeast, away from Crossway.
Wait, we get a keep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talon has a keep to the southeast, and he was saying, you know, you can't move in and leave them behind.
I totally
But I don't want to live. But like Talon doesn't want to live in the basement of the Golem's Arm either. So
I kind of want to know what happened on the night of day 3 when you both went to your room.
No.
actually, first of all, it's already in Skype in the chat with Sean, and I'll copy paste. Don't believe me? Totally innocent night at Golem's Arm. It's not the kind of place where Ledger gets it on.
Oh, so that happened at day 1. Okay.
She'll put out on a battlefield. Is that what you said?
Oh.
Yeah. Ew. When did I do that?
It's great.
And browser logo.
Disgusting. Like, oh, there's a dead guy 5 feet away. Let's do it. No, it's gross.
I like the Faligo response. Ew.
Like, I'll get gore on the armor, not under it. That's nasty.
Hey,
Okay,
baby,
now we're
does
getting
mutilation get you wet?
Ew.
I don't think it does.
I'm gonna vomit. I'm gonna vomit. Alright, I think... Wait, that was... Did Talon tell me anything else? We get the keep. The nobles may or may not be pissed off.
I just love how like the keep got like pushed under the rug. It was just like,
Oh,
oh yeah,
yeah,
we
we
got a keep
mentioned
now,
it.
by the way. Like,
I mentioned it. I know
you
I
did.
mentioned it. And
Oh,
we
yeah,
were
you did.
just like...
It's been in the chat.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know, but we like acknowledged it for like 5 minutes. Though, like, okay, whatever.
We've kind of had a full plate lately. Because don't
Yeah,
forget the Under King, but that's later.
Yeah, then we don't care about that.
Yeah, there's the errand for the Underking. Apparently, we have to have this wedding soon, and we have to talk to Krieg again, because he needs to stop being so hush-hush about all this
I don't
magic
think we're
thing.
gonna get.
Well, I
him to
mean, we're
stop.
not going to be able to take information from him, so
But
Well,
I think
no.
we get to ask.
we're gonna ask about that sword. Other than
Yeah.
So.
And I'd like to know what exactly I'm giving Talon as a wedding present, because he kind of just didn't tell me what he was going to do and walked out. He was like, alright, I got an idea, and left.
He
Gonna-
told
I'm
he
sure
told
he's gonna-
Artax that it's fit for a warrior, I believe, or soldier.
that-
sorry.
Is
Fit
that
for
the
a
one
soldier.
to me or from me? That's
I
the
don't know. I just know a wedding gift.
Damn it! Damn it!
Why don't I know what I'm getting my husband for our wedding? God damn it! I am the worst wife ever.
I still don't know. How many poisons did I make?
A bunch. It's like the potatoes.
Yeah. Okay. And then
Like,
okay, I just keep making. Yeah, I just made the
Yeah, no.
poisons.
All right, what did I miss?
Oh god.
I didn't miss anything.
Really?
We've mostly been talking to the camera, Deadpool style, just recapping.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, I didn't know what.
We did Trick and Ledger.
I know. I heard Ledger. I heard the beginning of Ledgers, and then
And
I don't
pointed
know.
out that I forgot the whole engaged thing. I honestly thought that happened at the end of last session. It's been 2 weeks, forgive me.
Basically, we're.
we did basically start going into it at the end of the last session. So
Is that everybody? Because I think we're about an hour in already.
yeah. Well,
Technically, we're half an hour in.
Now let's go fight something.
We have to go
Okay.
talk to Krieg.
Oh, we need to go fight something.
I have been itching to fight something.
What are we gonna fight?
I don't know.
I don't know. Just
No.
punch a random person.
No.
it is now the morning. Once again, all of you are doing whatever you wish you would do in the morning.
I'm drinking 16 cups of coffee.
As per usual.
Goddamn pants, where are they?
Next is drinking tea, as per usual.
I'm sorry. I'm
Are,
sorry.
are we still?
Goddamn pants.
Is Trick still sleeping in the tiny hut bell down the basement? Or was that just that one night because we were
That
kind of
was-
shaken up?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's up
Probably
to all
just
of
the
us, I
one
guess.
night.
Just the one night? Okay.
I probably would have been putting it up in my own room, like.
Yeah, but the first night was really creepy. I get
Yeah.
that. Okay. Yeah, Ledger's probably just drinking coffee in the main room downstairs.
Yeah, all right.
I'm counting how many basic poisons I have right now.
You have made 3.
3.
It takes you a day to make them, pretty much.
3 uses or 3 vials?
3 uses.
Nice.
So one vial.
Yeah.
He had a busy week, okay?
I'm saying, like, the dude's putting work in. The dude had a
But-
job.
He got
Get
himself a
laid.
girlfriend?
Yeah, got himself a girlfriend. Like, what do you have to show for your week? Yeah, damn.
Nyx is definitely now still in human form, but she just seems quieter than usual and less prone to verbal communication.
As am I.
Does she respond in a series of growls and
Is it like
Squawks.
pre-coffee? Yeah, is it like pre-coffee not speaking, or is it something else?
It's
Because Eric's got that.
it's akin to pre-coffee not speaking, but she hasn't been part of a pack for a while, and the threat to Bree has kind of set off some instincts.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna start peeing outside the building.
Coat walks downstairs. And
No,
kinda scratches
not quite that
behind
much,
her.
but it's
So basically,
it's
Trick
more-
has 2 shadows now, one in wolf form and one in rogue form. At this point,
Aw.
Let's be honest. We're all on each other's backs. We got this. All right. So did we make a plan for what we were doing though? Like, are we
I-
seeing Creek first? Are we? What are we doing?
We
I
did
think-
make. I know.
I think we should just talk to Creek first and then head out.
If nothing
Well,
else, I'd like to find out what my
head
wedding
out.
present-
I want answers.
It was the Drow City we needed to investigate.
Yeah, we
right?
need to do
But
that.
but I thought we said we were doing that after the wedding, because we didn't know how long we'd be there, or after the tournament. Which was it?
I
We
thought
had to-
it
we
was
had to
only
do it-
like a day though to get there.
Well, he didn't give us a time limit. That I remember specifically.
And he just said that he would look forward to hearing of our progress. He didn't even tell us that we even had to report to him.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Well, I have no idea what's going on.
I just want to
Um,
find something to attack. So
I think
whichever
just-
direction, let's go that way.
I think to be safe, we should probably report to him whenever we do it. So
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, wait. Is the trip to the Undercity? Wait, wasn't there a different area we had to go to for the?
We have to go to the northeast to the mountain named after that dragon you hate.
Golvaris? Okay.
Yeah,
we have
there
to
was an
go-
entrance somewhere near there. We don't actually know exactly where it is.
Wait, okay.
So,
How long of a travel is it to Golvaris?
days, I think.
It's several days.
Ark says 10 days. I don't think he's got
Ark
the right.
makes up numbers.
I
He's
don't think
he's
he's got the
broken.
right.
He just
It
keeps
was-
doing 1-0-0-0-1-0-1.
I think it was he's saying about 10 days because we had to get there, find it,
Like-
we didn't know how far into the Underdark the city actually is, and then come back. So that's why he's estimating that long.
Okay.
He's saying it in binary. It's actually 2 days.
But I could have sworn we said we were doing the wedding first just so I don't miss my wedding by being dead in the Underdark
But do we
somewhere.
even have a date for the wedding?
Wait.
Well, it was before the tournament.
And the tournament's in like a week.
He actually
I
said
don't
we
remember.
just had to go to the entrance.
No, he said to
Yeah, but
investigate
Arcanos,
where
Arcanos
everyone
is the
went.
dungeon master, so
Oh,
it
voice
doesn't
of
matter.
God.
It doesn't matter what Arcanos says because he's fucking with us right now.
We need to
Sean.
know how long until the wedding.
Yeah, we need to know how long to the wedding and the tournament.
The tournament is in like 3 weeks.
Oh, it
Okay, we
still
got plenty
is.
of time for that.
Oh. Alright,
The
okay.
wedding is potentially in maybe 1.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
Talon. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and the trip to the mountain would probably take you a grand total of like 6 days there and back.
There
we're
and
going to
back.
the mountain.
Plenty of time.
Now, is
Yeah.
that
We could take
including the
horses.
investigation, or is that just the trip there and back without?
That's just the trip there and back.
So we got a day
We
to
can
make
do that
this
in a
work.
week. We can do that.
I mean, it's just a recon job.
Yeah, but we don't know how far into the Underdark that empty city is. We could be walking down for 3 days.
Well, I don't know. I don't know much.
Well, we
about
could shave
Drow.
time with horses.
That's true. We could. I don't know much about Drow, but
Yo, couldn't we
I
get
have
the
a
wizards
feeling-
at the tower to teleport us?
ooh. Yeah, yeah. So wait, does that travel counts for horses or it doesn't? Sean.
It's like a light pace for the horse.
Oh.
So we could push it with the horse on the way back and make it less.
Or we could just
Yeah.
teleport.
Okay.
Yeah, we could teleport.
Yeah, but do we have the money to pay for a teleportation spell?
I mean, we just convince them it's in their best interest to help us out here.
Yeah,
Yeah, aren't they our sponsors or some shit?
Well,
Yeah,
okay,
like-
but what do we tell them? Like, look, we were at this like really shady.
No. You tell them as little as possible.
Yeah, I know.
But
what
they
do we
want
tell
they
them?
wanted us to inform them, so we tell them we found a lead. We need to get there to know anything definitively.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Ledger.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm cool with that then. We can try.
All right, but I want to talk to Krieg before we leave because that's like a 5-minute
Yeah.
conversation.
I
Okay,
agree.
so downstairs through the mirror to Krieg, go.
Yes.
All
You
right.
go downstairs through the mirror into the labyrinth and immediately come across the terrible blade doors that Krieg has fashioned. The blades are shut and there is it seems like a rust that is set in on them.
What?
Only it's set in on a specific way, namely words.
And they
Just to say closed.
Did he pull it? He
Keep
pulled
out.
it out of town.
look, last time me and
He-
Ark were here.
It just says busy on the doors.
Oh.
Oh, God. So, later?
Yeah, no, this is a later conversation.
Yeah, me and
Yeah, not really a 5-minute conversation, I guess.
one time when me and Ark showed up, he slammed a knife through the door that said "Go away." So let's go.
Oh, is that what you guys did
Yay.
while you were here?
Let's go find something.
Okay.
You should
Let
probably
him-
not bother him.
Also,
We should just
asking
run
about
it.
the knife hole, there is a small patch in the doors.
Okay.
Patches.
So,
All right. Well,
back to town, grab the horses, go.
I guess we talk to him in a week.
You guys start heading into town, and you see near the inn, tavern, words, that the dwarven sheriff Aragni is actually beginning to walk in and just sort of looks around before he walks out, turns, sees you guys, goes, "Ah, good. I was looking for you."
We're very sneaky.
Clank,
Some of
clank.
us.
Very sneaky.
Yes, Ragnar?
Clank,
Yes.
clank.
The Lord Mayor wishes to see you. There is a development.
Oh.
More shit on our plate. All right.
Who's the mayor again?
All right. What?
Mayor
What
Gufford
happened?
Jans.
Jans, yeah. I don't think you guys have ever met the mayor, actually.
No, I don't think I have.
No.
We could go there and show them the flowchart.
Oh God.
No, it doesn't exist because he doesn't want to do extra schoolwork. Shots fired.
Okay. All right.
I'm not
well,
the only one in this party, okay? Yeah. Let's... Hello.
All right, let's
all
go
right,
see
I
the
guess
mayor.
Let's go.
All right.
Yep.
Off
You
to see the
head
mayor.
off to the mayor. Right. You head off to the mayor, and after a few moments, you manage to easily get into the small government mansion. And you see the young Gifford Jans sitting at his table, looking like something has gone terribly wrong.
Again.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Just has his head in his hands, and he's just shaking his head after looking at all these dozens of reports.
Oh my.
Lord Mayor Jans, what is the problem?
It is the mountain, my friend.
That is such a coincidence.
Well, not in the way you may think.
Okay, go on.
Crossway has made both its fortune and its reputation by being completely neutral in the wars surrounding us.
Except when it comes to mountains, does Crossway have a thing against mountains?
Well, that's the thing. We got a representative from Golvaris.
From Golvaris.
I'm sorry, from
From a dragon?
From dragon?
I mean, that's not unheard of, but
He's essentially calling us out for ignoring the mountain. I don't know if they simply want to test us or if they're running out of materials or even if, I don't know, they're just having a laugh. Either way, they want some sort of at least token gesture of neutrality. Firstly, they're going to send a champion for the tournament.
Coat, you're fucked.
I mean, I've fought Dragonborn before. Should be alright.
Well, knowing your luck, it might be an ogre, but we'll see.
I could probably still take an ogre.
What else is this saying?
They want an official visit from Crossway.
Oh.
From Crossway?
Yeah.
This never ends well for us.
It-
I'm
so-
guessing. they want to
Think
send
a
us-
small diplomatic affair.
Nyx is already raising her hand. Ooh, ooh.
Ledger puts it down. Wait for him to finish, please.
I would appreciate it if you did this for me.
This
For the
isn't a
city.
show of loyalty to Golvaris. It's a show that we're neutral. That's why he wants a visit. I don't understand.
It's something like that. Think of it along the lines of inspecting the mountain as good allies would. He wants to show off. It's looking like.
All right, so he wants
So-
to impress somebody. It's a show of force. This is the first step in military escalating the military conflict, honestly, or trying to bully your way into getting what you want from another country. It's a show of force. Sorry.
But
So-
that's
so
not
he
us
wants-
staying neutral.
No, it's his show of force.
So he wants us to be properly in awe of him. I can do that.
I don't think Artax can. And she looks over to where his nostrils are
I
smoking.
think maybe Artax just hangs out, around the entrance to whatever underground city mountain thing there is.
This is just like a chromatic. Fucking scum.
Damn.
Okay.
Jesus. All right. Well, I mean, we were heading there anyway. Is there any way we could talk the city into sponsoring teleportation spells for us to said mountain?
Actually, I was going to send someone with you who would be of assistance, who could get you there and back in decent time. The
I take no responsibility for his
dignitaries
safety.
from the nearby kingdoms are actually going to be starting to show up in the next few days, and as I've heard you are a champion in the tournament, you are going to be required to be around.
Required to be around where?
In Crossway.
Oh, here.
Yeah. Well, you have to be back in time for this tournament to
Oh,
check
that's
in,
what he means. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sorry, am I not going? Because I would really like to go.
Who is the assistant you're sending us with?
A wizard from the tower, you may know her.
Oh, great. Nix, you may want to stay back.
They let her
Nix
go.
kind of
We're
shuffles
obviously taking care of
awkwardly.
her.
I think we'll be
We should be all right.
Nix
Are-
hides behind Tarek.
She is smaller than me.
Isn't that nice, Tarek?
Her name is Nadine Priscilla Celestine,
Huh?
NPC.
okay. Might be a different one.
Josh got it. Thanks, Josh.
I don't get it.
How soon can this wizard be ready to go? The sooner we leave, the sooner we can get back.
The wizard is ready to go as soon as you go to the tower.
Are we responsible for their safety?
As much as
Well,
we ever
should-
are.
Should things come to blows, we're going to have much more problems than simply the safety of a wizard.
True enough.
Fucking railroading DM trying to cockblock us out of encounters. What's Arcano saying?
Arcanos is asking if we can make this into one trip, or is the wizard going to be a
Oh,
problem about looking for the Drow City?
Ah, fuck him.
We'll figure that out when we get there.
Yeah.
If the wizard has that much of a problem, we'll deal with it then.
We could just knock him out, stuff him in the bag of holding, and leave the hatch open for a little bit.
Oh, for God's sake.
Saying.
We got
So
plenty of
we're
rope.
doing this? We're going? Yeah?
Sure.
Artax kind of huffs and flame kind of comes out of the corners of his mouth and his nostrils. He just turns around and says, "Let's go." And starts walking.
Alright, Ledger steps after.
So about the reward for this task, sir.
There is little reward that I can really offer. I can send you, or I can send some of the others, but this will give you guys a reputation boost at the very least.
All right.
Alright, so Ledger catches up to Artax, who's already storming out, and just like asks him, "Are you going to be able to come with us? You can handle this."
Like after already cooling down for a sec, he just, I
Stuff
don't.
Ledger underground.
I've never been near that mountain. I don't know what to tell you. If I start getting out of control, pin me down if you have to.
We've got plenty of rope.
baby.
I glare over at Coat.
And you, she rounds on Coat, we're not going to have a repeat of the Undercity debacle, are we?
Oh, ma'am.
Good.
Well, I don't think I can take a dragon. I'm pretty sure I can take that Underking.
I don't care who you can take, you're not going to start things this time.
I didn't start it, technically speaking.
Okay, so we're gonna head towards the tower, I guess.
Yeah.
So hand in hand, like we're off to see the wizard. Let's go.
No.
Get it? We're off to see the wizard.
Do we have to skip?
Wow. No, we do not. I cannot skip in plate mail. We do not. Probably bruise my everything.
It'd be funny because me and Nix would sort of be held up. We wouldn't be able to touch the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, and Tarek.
Hmm.
And Trick. We're going to see a dragon. There may be a horde. We're not going to touch it. Okay?
Oh.
We're not
Good.
going to touch it because we won't have to worry about who else is going to destroy Crossway because the dragon will come and sit on it. Okay? We're not going to touch anything.
Maybe just a little.
Yes,
No.
Mom.
Tarek, I will buy you a magic item the next time somebody's in stock if you do not touch this horde.
Okay, Mom.
You have no idea how accurate that feels sometimes.
So we're off to see the wizard.
I'm sure all our arguing and reprimanding and chastising has gotten us to the tower.
You make it to the tower, and outside you can see Alamand the Splendid as he sort of smooths out his robes for a moment. He goes, good. I was hoping you would be here sooner rather than later. I was told to wait for you. The lady will be joining you shortly. She has to put on a minor glamour to preserve some mystery to the populace.
Oh, I thought Alaman was going with us. We're taking.
I was
The
gonna
one
say,
who's actually powerful.
and you know, when Sean referenced to she, I was thinking like, oh, you know, girdle sex change or whatever. That's still a thing in this edition, right? Pretty sure.
So we're taking. I can't remember her name now.
Wait, Starlight.
Is it Serena Ballbuster?
Starlight. It's Starkiller Base. I got it.
Starkiller Bane.
It's Starfire.
I would, you know what? That would actually be a lot of fun.
I remember we kept on trying to call her Stardust.
Yeah, they're all hooker names, okay?
Oh, it was like Stardust Glitterbottom or something like that. I don't remember.
Some shit. She's gonna kill us all. Okay.
It takes about 10 minutes of waiting before a young human woman with the same golden mask walks out of the tower. Her robes are decidedly less fancy when you last saw her. And she gives a polite bow to each of you. It's good to see all of you again.
What? Wasn't she a tiefling?
I think she was.
She's disguised, dear. Please shush.
Guys,
I don't know if that was in character, but damn.
Probably both.
Ledger returns the bow and just says, "Shall we?"
She nods. If we make it outside the city, I will be able to perform the correct teleportation circle. The mountain, she gives sort of a odd look over to the giant mountain in the horizon. They provided us with a location, so please be prepared to fight on the off chance this is a trap.
Trick and I are kind of like really giddy right now.
Yeah.
Really terrifying, actually, how happy you two are that we're gonna fight.
And Nyx is just kind of completely ecstatic.
Onwards.
All right, walking outside the city so she can cast the circle.
Ugh. Yep.
Journey Quest is so great.
Yep. You guys head outside to the outskirts of the city. Before Starlight opens up a small bag and begins to slowly prepare a teleportation circle. Takes her a solid 10 minutes if there's anything you want to do.
Should we prepare for a fight?
I'm always prepared for a fight.
This fight's what I'm ready for.
Nyx readies her staff. It's like I don't want her to turn into an animal yet.
Coat stands manfully and triumphantly in the center of the circle.
While it's being made.
While it's being made.
You dumbass. Ledger just kind of stands off to the side with her spear in her hand and shakes her head like, really?
What, honey? I know. Can I have? Can I go? Can you get me the white, purple one? Or the white and purple one? It's your other little blankie.
I'm ready to go whenever.
You wouldn't be able to pull a pike out of the quiver.
Not that one.
That it only holds javelins. But yeah, after about 10 minutes, she sort of finishes up the circle, claps her hands together, and holds her hands over the circle, which causes sort of, it seems like lightning to dance forth from her fingertips, lighting up the whole circle that she drew before she says, "Now please, step inside so we may get this errand over with."
I do.
I'm
Yep,
already,
we all
I'm
step
already,
in,
I'm
yeah.
already standing in it.
Yeah, we
Steps
know
inside the
code. We
circle.
know.
Look, I know magic. Okay, I'm a bard.
Fancy.
Yeah, very. I feel like we don't get actual spells. I feel like we just we do a few things with magic somehow that we can't explain, which is
But that's
why
the cool
trickery.
thing
I'm
about
sorry. I will be the worst teacher imaginable for you.
Ooh, a light show.
No, it's more like. So how do you do that, master? And he just goes, I don't know, and just something happens. It's like, you know, something blows up in the distance. It's like, I don't know, I just did that.
I told you.
I mean, I don't write down spells. I don't have.
And I have a feeling that they get really angry when their
you found that
student
one.
can't
Thanks.
do it.
Oh, kind of like playing an instrument. Like, no,
Yeah,
why aren't
that-
you getting this?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly like an
Even right
instrument,
now, I
actually.
need to be able to keep an eye on you, and I can't do that right now.
All right,
Yep.
about to die. Let's see.
You all step into the circle, feel a light pulling sensation, and soon you're whisked off before you reappear surrounded.
Uh-huh.
You appear what looks like right next to the mountain. You're fairly close by. And around you are probably about 30 to 40 orcs, goblins, and along with 2 trolls and a 2-headed ogre.
Let's go.
Oh.
Oh.
Let's do this.
All of them have their weapons drawn, but none of them are making any threatening moves to you.
I'm guessing this is our escort.
Artex gets super defensive, like with his stance and everything.
He's like, he gets super defensive. Well, if that's what you think. He
No,
just
that's not what I meant.
crosses his
but
arms
okay.
across.
All right, Matt's saying we come on behalf of Crossway.
Ah!
Everyone,
And-
all the creatures seemed. Normally, you would see some sort of like division between these creatures, but it seems like they're like have of a singular mind as they just sort of look at you and just sort of like sit and wait. Before you hear someone give a quick 2 claps, just, and they part to see. You see what looks like would be a strange nobleman. He's not human, far as you can tell. Looks probably some kind of half-orc. But he steps and walks closer to you in his finery of black and red, and he says, "You are the emissaries, then, that my lord has requested."
Ledger knobs.
Yes, my lord. We come representing Crossway and the Lord Mayor.
He nods. "All right, then. If you would follow me, I will escort you through to meet with my lord. In the meantime, you will be able to see some of our finest creations."
I'm sorry, creations?
Yes, we are working hard to make this mountain a true home.
Ledger glares
Oh.
at Coat.
Well, no, I was legitimately curious.
No, I understand, but it's kind of like a all right, easy.
It's like,
He waves you along, "Come now," and leads you slightly across to what looked like the front of the mountain, and let me just describe to you how big this mountain is. Think something that's a little bit smaller than Olympus Mons.
Holy crap.
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
I don't get it either.
Olympus Mons is the largest, I believe it's the largest volcano on Mars.
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
It's
like 40 million
16
times the
miles
size.
high.
Yeah, it's huge. Think Everest and then multiply it by
It's huge.
4 times.
It's a colossal mountain.
So if we said the mountain, like from Greek mythology, Mount Olympus, close enough, right up to heaven, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just it's very, very big.
How far did did Starlight teleport us? I think we're on Mars.
Shh,
Mars.
shh, we don't know about Mars.
But as you walk around, you see that part of the sort of cliffside that you're against obscured the quote-unquote entrance of the mountain, which you can see is a gigantic fortress. Huge gates, just manned by what looks like hundreds of orc hobgoblins and various other races. And the emissary slowly leads you across up to the entrance of the mountain, the gigantic gates that have a maw the shape of a red dragon. He turns to you and goes, "Welcome to the mountain that shares my master's name. I hope you have a pleasant stay, and when you go into the entrance, we will be casting a small spell upon you.
Excuse me?
Or what?
It is to protect you from the heat. It is
Ah.
a volcano after all."
Okay, and what was
I
your name
imagine
again?
he's strolling through like it's like a gentle summer breeze.
I'm fine with heat. I got fire resistance.
My name is Egon.
Egon. Really?
Does
Does he have like really cool hair?
I-G-A-N.
Oh,
Egon.
I'm disappointed.
I have been tasked with leading you upon your little journey here.
So are we
looking at
just-
people
are-
now.
Are we just like standing outside the gate waiting for someone
As
to open it?
as
Or?
he says this, the gates do slowly open up. And these giant, like, just sort of squealing chains just pulling it apart as it slowly opens. And eventually he just leads you in. And as you were led in, you see a few human wizards sort of start approaching you. Each of them begins casting a spell. Starlight sort of waves one away just to cast her own spell. But as sort of they do this, you can feel sort of the heat of the region, which the region itself is like much warmer than Crossway, whereas Crossway is getting into the summer. This region itself is just like would be like in the dead of summer at the very lowest. It just feels like it's about 10 to 15 degrees warmer here.
Okay.
But as that spell goes off, you sort of feel much more comfortable before you are led through into the tunnels. And each of these tunnels are well carved, well crafted, and you can even see a few Duergar dwarves begin to sort of scuttle about between the tunnels beside you. And the emissary Egon sort of holds around. This fortress is it is the first line of defense of Gulvaris, and likely the only you will see while you are here. Forgive us our caution, but we do not wish you to learn of our greater secrets. It is in our best interest that you remain surprised.
I don't do well with surprises.
Unless you're dealing them.
Surprise, Captain.
Shh.
Well, it only
Eventually, you
makes
guys exit from the tunnel into the sort of the main cavern of the mountain. And it is colossal. It's almost as if they've hollowed out the whole mountain. And you can see giant pools of lava at the bottom. Just everything is sort of held together by chains and metal. There are probably tens of thousands of creatures, maybe even hundreds, just sort of swarming inside of this thing.
Okay.
But it's sort of looks like sort of a city, only there is like no commerce being done. There is no art. You can see that what is being worked on looks like it is either being worked on sort of gold. The gold is being fashioned into some kind of art, but it's very crude. And oftentimes it seems like it's all going into like a minecart that gets taken away.
Is it all for his glorious supreme leader? Because I'm getting a very North Korean vibe out of this.
The rest of it is essentially making weapons and armor.
Okay. Like, if I look around, is there like a kid standing in front of a supermarket eating an apple or something like that? Really
Wait.
fat kid.
Wait,
No.
are they making golden armor?
Seems very impractical.
No, I'm asking. Are
Well,
they making golden armor?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I think they're more making golden sculptures.
Okay, I'm
that
just double
kind
checking.
of-
Double check.
Is there any like loose gold just laying around the ground?
No.
Is it?
Not even just one little nugget?
No.
Egon sort of watches as you guys look around and goes, "It is mighty impressive, I believe."
I look at him with his mouth agape and just like, wow.
Nyx acts suitably impressed
I'm
and
tempting
in
not
awe
to
of
piss
all
off
of
the
the
dignitary.
surroundings.
Yes. Soon we will be able to truly expand this cavern to the outside a little more. But until then, the meeting awaits. He starts taking you guys sort of on a winding, circuitous path around the mountain, slowly taking a small road that leads actually into the center of it. There is a platform that is created with several different kinds of metal. You could just tell it's just very mishmash. That leads to a platform in the center that is held up by heavy, heavy chains. As in, if one of these links were to break off, it'd probably kill one of you.
Oh.
He stops. He gives you a bow. Goes, "If you would please wait here. My master needs to be awoken."
Ledger just nods and okay, we'll be here.
Yeah.
He gives a nod and sort of walks away. And as soon as he seems to get out of... It would seem like as soon as he thought he was out of eyesight, he just seems to bolt.
Shit.
It's Tarp.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Who bolted?
Egon. He got he thought he couldn't be seen anymore and then ran the fuck. Like he was walking and then bolted. It's an act. Either he's scared of the dragon or this is a trap.
Artax has had his shield up this whole time.
Yeah, my
Can
shield
Nyx
and
take
spear
a
are ready.
perception check?
With my spear and magic helmet.
Yeah, I'm looking around for like exits or anything.
I'm looking for people getting into position to attack us.
Oh.
What was that?
Oh, no, just make a perception check. Whatever.
Oh. Oh.
Oh!
You guys are on point.
Okay.
train together, and it's like boom.
Fucking light
Nyx
pours
is
out of my
just a little
face.
too
and-
excited to be meeting a dragon to really be observant.
That was kind of amazing.
Light pours out of my
Alright.
fucking
That's
face,
the
and
second
I
time
become.
double critted.
Do I become omnipresent? Omnipotent?
You feel the tremors before anyone else does,
Okay.
and you see that there is 2 horns slowly rising from the lava below you. It takes a few moments before you suddenly begin to realize that there is a reason why this mountain is hollowed out. As the
How big is
dragon
the dragon,
Golvarus rises from the depths to almost completely fill the cavern.
Oh god.
he
He
have a big-
leans
does
his
he have-
face down
like-
slowly toward you, and you can see that you guys barely even stand up to like his lower jaw.
Oh, good. That's exactly where I want to be when it's face to a dragon.
It
And Nyx,
looked-
and Nyx kind of like whispers, "Oh, that is beautiful."
Do her knees shake a little bit?
in essence,
Where the hell is that goose? What the fuck?
a red dragon that is so massive that it would put to shame many other of its kind.
So we're not talking Smaug here. We're talking Smaug's great
Great
grandfather.
grandfather. Yep.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like,
Yeah,
Uh,
Cider King.
Dragons from Lord of the from the Hobbit universe, or no? Yeah, you know what I
The
mean.
Cinder King.
I don't know how big the Cinder King is, but this guy might actually be bigger.
Yeah, I
so
think this is bigger. Like.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Damn goose.
okay.
What was that anyway?
Is he just inspecting us, or is
he
he
seems
waiting
to be
for us?
looking at you for a few moments before his body shifts and changes, and he sort of sets his face down slowly against the platform. Before his body seems to flash, and you can see a elf standing before you with deep red hair and burning eyes. He's wearing just highly fancy attire. He also has an obsidian crown around his head.
Oh shit.
Welcome, my friends.
Architect's huffs.
Friends?
I say, hello, my lord. How are you doing this fine day?
I must say I've slept a little longer than I intended. You people came earlier than I expected. I expected you to waffle a little longer before you sent an emissary. Plus,
Well,
so many of you.
Frankly, my lord, I'm more of a pancake man myself, but
Oh my god.
he seems pretty jovial. He's had a nice nap. Maybe he appreciated a good joke.
Lord Arcanos just said we
But I-
dared not keep you. It would be rude. That's like in character being spoken.
Yep.
Just
Can I make a
saying.
performance check for that awesome joke?
Oh god.
And Nyx says,
Was I told no?
"Well, I for one would not pass up viewing such a magnificent home."
It is magnificent.
As you drool the dragon.
All in their attempt to impress me with their, albeit crude, methods. When I last took this mountain from the dwarves, it was such a painful measure. So many lives lost, so much precious gold destroyed.
Destroyed?
Yes, it was a sad thing. However, my new friends, they have been very adequate at regaining my stockpiles, getting a good measure of treasure here. What do you think of this citadel to my grandeur?
Well, it's big.
It is a majesty to behold, my lord.
It pales in comparison to you, however.
Damn, like, can you turn into a dragon and like give him a good rut? Because I mean, we may
Oh my
get some.
god!
Like Jesus.
Yeah, I'm sorry. She's a little dragon crazy.
I didn't say you needed to apologize. I'm just saying, like, work it, girl.
But the thing is, she knows dragons like flattery.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're sincere. That's what he's saying.
that just makes it even more flattering.
I'm so glad that you know what the score is here. I'd like you to go back and tell your masters, which I would assume is... They have a mayor there, don't they? I can hardly tell. There are so many people attempting to kill me that it's hard to keep everyone straight. I want you to let them know what you've seen here. And I want you to let them know that I'm feeling very cramped in here now.
Maybe you should
And
go on a
if they-
diet.
And if they know what's good for them, they will ensure that everything is ready for when I wish to expand.
I don't know what that means, but I'll relay the message, my good lord.
See that you do that. If you've seen everything, which I do believe my emissary has allowed you to, then you may go. But know this, if I find even a single coin missing from my home, that I will burn all of you, your city, and this region to cinders.
Josh, what did you do?
I didn't.
No, we're all glaring at you.
Just a warning.
Not a thing.
Very Indiana Jones-esque. Just... Everyone just turns around and looks at you.
He turns and he starts stepping to the edge of the platform. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go hunt. After
well,
sleeping, I would prefer to eat something.
And we leave immediately.
Yep.
He steps off of the platform and his form shifts immediately into the dragon as it goes right back into the lava.
I just want to point
Yeah.
out, I'm really happy that no one acknowledged Tarek's comment.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't
No.
hear.
We're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're
Yep.
leaving.
Nyx just kind of sighs happily before leaving.
You just hear this behind you, sort of tink, tink, tink.
No.
No.
Oh.
I was putting things back.
I'm not gonna lie.
How'd that goose get in here?
Exit stage right the fuck out.
I love that.
Oh my god, I am stealing that forever because that is a bardism.
What?
Exit stage right the fuck out.
That shit
I
got-
love
You slowly find your way back to Egon, who seems to be a little sweaty and nervous, but nevertheless escorts you back out the way you came. And he says, "We only prepared the way for you here. If you wish, you can prefer your teleportation circle away. Be gone, please." And he turns and walks back into the maw that has opened before the gates shut behind him.
I mean, at least you said please.
I kind of want to just toss a stone at him as we leave.
No.
No, we're not doing that.
Let's not put the dragon on a rampage before he wants to.
What would hit our attacks?
a rock if Tarek threw it.
No.
Not Artax. You wanted to throw it at the dignitary.
No, but he's got the shield that draws.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we would.
Yeah,
It would
Yeah,
right.
automatically-
you're right.
And then you trigger the anger. Just
It just lights you on fire.
Alright. As we step outside, Artax kind of loosens up a little bit. Still defensive, but not quite as guarded.
Once Ledger's done, like, acknowledging the fact that she's outside and has sky above her again, she turns to him and just says, "You did well, thank you." All of you.
It took every fiber of my being to not lash out at that orc the moment we saw him.
All right, let's. So Sean, is the entrance to the Underdark somewhere nearby?
It's like 5 or 6 miles away.
Okay, so like a jaunty stroll, a couple
Yeah,
hours.
pretty much.
Okay.
It'll give you
Where's our
time.
wizard friend?
Yeah, we just saved
Starlight
3 days.
has sort of kept silent the whole time and just following you.
Oh my God. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Is she gonna head off? Is she
Put a
gonna
bell
head
on her.
That's just
God.
creepy.
Why is Coat startled so easily?
He's only used to Tarek doing that. When anybody else suddenly appears, it's scary.
Fucking weird. Yeah. No. That doesn't happen with normal people. All right.
Hey, what do you
When does
mean?
that simply
Wait,
sneak up on
what do you
somebody
mean
and
normal
like-
people? I'm not normal.
No,
No.
no, you are not.
Can we just assume this bickering is
Wow.
happening as we walk?
I was paying him a compliment, but sure, as we walk.
But is
so-
she coming with us, or is she gonna head back to Crossway?
I say to Starlight Thunderbreast that
Oh
we
God.
have an additional errand to run. In Arcanus is right. I don't have. I have a really low wisdom. Ow!
And
There
yet
it
you
is.
critted on your perception.
Well, I crit on everything. That's not the point. You haven't been here long enough to know my rolls. I'll either crit or nat 1. It's gonna happen.
So what are you trying to do?
I'm
Convince
trying to talk her.
Okay.
Trying to get a child off my head first of all, and second of all, trying to explain her that we have a secondary errand to run while we're out here
All right.
into the Underdark.
It should just be a quick look.
All right, get down. I'm gonna throw you. Sorry. I can't reach. Stop screaming! Stop
Oh,
screaming!
God.
What's the matter with you?
Okay. I think what he was trying to say
Was.
is we have an additional errand to run in the Underdark, and if you would like to join us, you may. If you would not like to, well, we're gonna need to find some horses.
Sorry about that. I couldn't reach my headset with her yelling and on top of my head.
She seems to not respond to our text.
I
will
don't even
take,
know
I will
what
take
you're
your abject
saying.
silence as an agreement.
They asked her to stay along so we would have a way back after our errand.
Okay.
Otherwise, we need to find some horses.
Mine's
Well, I
back
mean-
to Crossway.
Otherwise, it only takes us like what 4 days to get back.
Yeah.
There's like 2 or 3 out here on
So we should be
horses, on,
okay.
Like gallop, yeah, we'll be fine timeline-wise either way.
It would be nice to have her with us, though, just so we know we can vamp.
Yeah, bamfing is honestly preferable.
Yep. She gives a nod. And is like, I will see where this errand takes you.
Oh, so she's curious about what we're doing too.
Yep.
All right, fine. Fair enough.
Well, you
Alright.
know, it may help her cause. Who knows?
Off to the Underdark.
Let's
Do we
find
know
some
where the entrance is, or are we searching for the entrance?
Thought
We know vaguely where the entrance is.
Yeah, I thought we had the good idea where it was.
Okay, I only knew it was
The-
near the mountain, but it makes
the
perfect
crazy
sense. that,
one-eyed
like,
king was I think pretty direct or pretty specific in his directions.
Okay, I was freaking out about being underground. That's
Yeah.
why I don't
Yep.
remember.
Hey, don't forget to put on your ring.
Oh, it's always on. I assure you.
I don't know. It's my secret, Captain. I always have his provision.
So, off to the Underdark where we can fight the Number Hulk. Let's go.
Oh no!
No.
What?
Yes. Yes? No?
Oh.
Is that not the plan?
Hey, Emmy.
maybe just a spectator, maybe?
I
You
actually
people
just
keep
want-
talking over each other.
Sorry. We're making our way to where we think the entrance is.
All right. Slowly, you make your way around the mountain, and you can see that every now and then you encounter a patrol of just sort of like orcs or a couple of trolls every now and then. But it seems like they just ignore you; that they know who you are at the very least. Before you get a few miles out and you don't see them anymore, it seems like they sort of have their one main weak entrance covered, and the rest of the mountain is sort of, wouldn't say barren, but far more sparsely populated. And eventually, you make your way to what seems like a small cave.
Into the mountain, like they'll consider as trespassing,
Yeah.
or like.
Well, I mean, it seems to go like a little. It sort of. It would say it would go in slightly, and then just sort of like. It seems like it would more go into the sort of the ground beside the mountain than the mountain itself.
Should we do a perception check before entering the dark cave that
Yes,
we have no idea
yes.
what's inside?
Yes, we should.
I cast dancing lights and send them down the cave.
Don't we all have dark vision now?
No.
No.
Nope.
Maybe I'm getting games confused now.
Five.
There it is.
That's not me. Wasn't me this time.
Doesn't have to be you. It just has to be someone.
Group checks. Everyone rolls till something good happens.
We're all peering into the cave. It makes perfect sense.
You peer into the cave and you can hear a few things. And you just see I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought like in the middle of that sentence. You look into the cave and you can sort of see small outlines further into it, but you can't really see anything from where you're at. It's beyond the range of dark vision at this point.
Okay, so even throwing dancing lights down the hall.
Depends on how far you're throwing them.
One orb every 20 feet.
All right. How many orbs is that?
I have 4.
4? All right. You can see a few things at the edge of the final orb, but you can't really tell what they are.
All right, I stride manfully into the cave and extend the reach of the dancing lights as I enter.
As you get closer to the light, you begin to see what it is that the lights were on. You can see that it's a body. Like, it's a few days old, but it is a corpse.
Is it Drow?
Oh.
It is Drow.
Loot it.
What does it look like killed it?
This looks like it was mauled by some sort of creature. Like,
Okay.
it looks half-eaten.
Does he look like a guard or like a civilian or?
He looks like a civilian.
Okay. Is there anybody nearby him?
You can see that as you get closer, there are actually a few people behind him. Before you turn the corner, and you can see that the hallway not really the hallway, the tunnel that leads down is littered with probably dozens of corpses that extends all the way down about 100 feet.
Oh,
So
sheesh.
even further, it's looking like these people ran and something came up behind them and started killing them.
Fair
Okay,
druid,
like-
would we be able to figure out what manner of creature killed these things?
I want to
or
check
at
on that
least-
too. I want to investigate what it was.
Or at least what manner of attack happened, like whether or not it was something that bit them or clawed them.
I just figured Drew would be able to just tell. It's
I mean, a
Drew,
nature
you're
check.
like a Pokedex right now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A nature check might be good here.
Yep. Excuse me.
Or
Is that a
text message.
hiccup?
Yeah, that was
What
a
was
hiccup.
that?
That was a hiccup.
The goose has.
Our DM is drunk. He's having memory lapses. He's hiccuping. I mean, we drove him to drink, guys. We drove him to drink.
15, 11, 16, 15. Goose got a blow up. I don't get the joke.
From the noise that Sean made.
Oh, is that a noise Sean's making?
Not the goose. The goose is mad, I think.
Okay. Because we keep talking about this goose, and this is like it's apparently a recurring joke, and it's the first time I've heard it. So
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Me
Every
either.
time someone blows their nose, someone's like, "What is that goose doing in here?" You guys haven't been hearing that?
no, I have not heard that joke once,
Tarek's made it like 3 times.
except for today.
Yeah, like 3 times.
Yep.
I
Anyway,
haven't really heard it.
You begin to investigate the area and sort of check a nature check or do your nature-y day thing. Words, mine, not working right now. You begin to inspect each of the corpses, looking at the bite marks and sort of the tearing patterns of basically drow, men, women, children, all civilian. Like most civilians, there are a few guards there. It seems like there are no clerics of Lolth there. Or often there are very, very few female warriors. And you can tell, Nyx, that there seems to be, wolves.
Just
I'm sorry,
normal,
wolves killed these people?
a normal-sized wolves and not dire wolves.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
However, Arcanos does make a minor discovery in that he looks and sees that though 99% of these people were killed by wolves, about 1% of them has slashing marks, like from a bladed weapon.
Interesting.
Okay.
I like that question. Did the wolf kill them or eat them after they were dead?
Well, considering the bodies seem relatively whole, I'd say that they were just killed and not even eaten, which is rather unusual.
Do we think the wolves are being controlled by whoever was wielding these slashing weapons?
I mean, we don't have any information
we
to
have
support
no
or
clue.
deny that,
Well,
right? Unless
I
it's-
will tell you, it seems like the wolves are acting in an unusual manner.
Which is what makes me think something told them to.
I
We
guess
do know about the Lord of Wolves. Just
Yeah,
saying.
but isn't he like in the opposite direction of the mountain?
Who's the Lord of Wolves?
Is he? Earlier on, we learned about the Lord of Stags, the Lord of Wolves, and the Lord of Worms. And the Lord of Worms, I believe, was Golvaris. And we didn't really get any more information about the Lord of Wolves, the Lord of Stags.
We knew the Lord of Wolves was running around Crossway, which means something's probably going on if he himself is around.
Right.
Why don't we just, kind of explore further? And see
I
if we can
think,
find
yeah,
more
I think
clues?
we prepare ourselves for a fight and keep going.
We're going into this?
All right, Shaggy, Scoob, you guys go down the left-hand side. Velma, Daphne, you come with me.
Oh,
Ruh-roh,
God.
Raggy. There's a lot of bodies.
Well, let's explore a little further before returning, because I think we know someone who would like this information,
Yeah.
even what little we have now.
You're the mystery machine.
Wow, we have
Wow.
actually a decent setup.
Wow.
Not gonna lie. We have the person who can turn into a wolf. That can be Scooby. Um, we
All
have,
right.
All right, moving on. We're going in.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I stride manfully down the cave, stepping over corpses as we go. Oh, I cast detect magic while I'm at it.
You don't detect anything.
Okay, I'm gonna concentrate on the spell and carry it on as we head down the passageway. Oh, it's a
Okay.
level 1.
You begin to go down the tunnel. It takes you. Depends on how far you guys want to go on, because there are eventually it starts branching into different tunnels, but you follow the trail of bodies because there are beginning to see that there are thousands of bodies. It depends on how long you guys want to follow this trail, though.
It's just all the way down there.
It seems like it does.
Well, have we found the city they were running from yet?
No, it seems like you might actually have to go for a little while before you get there. It like you guys walk for about an hour, and sure the bodies sort of like periodically get into clumps and such, but it's just like you can just follow the small trail. It seems like not even animals of the Underdark are touching them.
Oh, like I'm.
That's not a good sign.
our mission was to see what's happening, right?
We have to. Yeah, it was recon of the city. I mean, we found the bodies, but we don't have a why yet.
So I
Well,
say we keep going.
Let's
Yep,
let's just
keep going.
Yep.
And I'm gonna keep searching the bodies as we go.
I can't stop him. He behaved in the.
This is his
true,
pass.
that's
true.
This is his freebie.
He refrained himself, so
Or put shit back. Like,
I'm just holding out the bag of holding as we go.
what a team. Ledger's ahead of them next to Coat, refusing to look at this and pretending she doesn't hear it.
La 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 la.
Yeah, I'm up ahead with those two. So
Yeah. You guys are slowly getting down there. It takes about 3 or 4 hours just going through, finding these clumps of probably like 20, 30 bodies before just like 1 or 2. It seems like slowly, it seems like they mostly seemed like they got out, or almost as if the thing was waiting for them to near the surface.
So is it possible the wolves were at the surface waiting for them to try to exit and something just chased them out? Are more of them slash marks than wolf here? Further
There
in?
are a few more, just in terms of. It seems like it seems more like, because it was more like near the entrance that everything came from behind them, but it seems more like they were not being herded. They were being allowed to get as far as they were.
Oh damn.
so they were either toying with them or these were meant to be found sometime.
They were meant to draw people in.
This was a message.
And this is looking a lot like a trap.
It's a trap.
Should I do a perception?
Yeah.
I mean, if you ever have to say ask, just do it.
Oh, no.
Good.
Oof. That's
don't
not...
worry, we're using the handy dandy group perception.
Yeah, everybody's looking. Everyone's got their eyes open.
Yeah, unless we're wandering around with our eyes closed, I feel like we're on the...
No,
Yeah.
Tarek and Trick got us.
Somebody else got an 18 too, didn't they?
And
19?
Artax.
Artax, there you are.
Try treat as
And
well. Hey.
There we go. Treat.
Treat is on the ball.
Trees on the wall.
It takes you another hour before you finally hit the Drow City. It is empty.
That much we expected.
Now, like,
It
are we
is
talking
competitive.
like, not just ghost town? I mean, like
Like, no
legitimately
bodies,
empty,
nothing?
like sacked.
Like, it doesn't look like anything broke the city down. You could see a few of the minor enchantments are still going, just due to the magic not having run out. But the entire city is empty.
Empty but intact.
Okay, so if we look around, we're not seeing like barrels of goods laying around. We're not seeing just scattered coin. We're seeing literally nothing. Just
Well,
barren.
I
barren
wouldn't
city.
say that. It's more along the lines of like everyone picked up and ran.
Okay, well they didn't run very far apparently. So
And we didn't find enough bodies for an entire city.
Are there? So this
not
opens.
unless
I
we walked
assume.
on a carpet of corpses on the way down here.
I assume
Oh.
this opens up into like a
Well, you
massive
did find
cavern.
several thousand corpses along the way, so.
Okay, so
Okay, never
that
mind.
was
So-
that would have been prudent information.
Yeah.
This.
Well, I mean,
This. Oh, go ahead.
I tried to make it anyway.
So
Sorry, the horror hadn't quite sunk in.
I misunderstood.
this opens up into like a large cavern, right? No.
Hmm?
Yes.
Sean?
What? Well, yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
underground city.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any like
It's
strange?
not as big as the Undercity, but it's a pretty big city.
Are there any like strange noises going about that we can hear?
No, it's actually completely silent.
That's worse.
Yeah, I think that is. Arcanos had a good question.
Oh, there you go. Central building, Capitol.
Well,
Castle.
you can tell that there's like a few buildings in there, but you don't know much about Drow architecture to really.
Does one look bigger than the rest?
Well, I mean, yeah, but
Okay,
it
then
also
we-
looks like it's potentially an academy rather than.
I'm fine with that.
All right. You walk yourselves toward it, and it's just like the rest of the buildings. It seems there's very little there.
Okay. What about the next biggest building?
You slowly walk into I wouldn't say chapel, but like a small cathedral to law. I wouldn't say small either, but a decently sized cathedral to Lolth.
Does it look desecrated?
It looks like the main statue of the spidery drow goddess has been destroyed,
How does it look like it has been destroyed?
cut cleanly in half.
God damn.
Wow.
Ooh.
And I'm not talking like, oh, they took it from the waist and there's just arms and such, torso, whatever hanging. They cut from top, from skull to groin, kind of cut in half.
Wow.
Ouch.
Damn.
I just, out of my own interest, I use my divine sense. It's not far. 60 feet around me. Celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. I don't think there's any of that. And then, is the land consecrated or desecrated?
All right.
So, I'll just use that. Anything?
You sense around you, you actually don't sense anything. If it was consecrated, the consecration has been removed.
I just had a very disconcerting thought.
Yes?
We noticed on our way in that there were almost no female clerics to this goddess among those bodies. We noticed that.
Well, you notice that there weren't any.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is very few or none, whatever it was. There was no cleric
Well-
bodies amongst this.
Yeah, there's
Devastation.
there were no clerics at all.
So,
So they were either rounded up and killed somewhere else, or they're
Well-
still here somewhere.
well, wouldn't they have been, wouldn't in theory, if the object was to instill fear or show them that their goddess is useless, if they split the statue in half, wouldn't those cleric bodies be here? What if they chose a different god, and they did this? What if
Is-
something more powerful earned their loyalty?
Can we make investigation checks and kind of look around the area? Or for clues,
Yeah.
or like secret doors or anything?
And I religion checked. What do I know about LOL?
Spell that, please, because I want to write that down.
LOLTH.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do I know anything with an 11?
You know that Lolth is a goddess of like trickery, deception, and generally a very nasty deity.
Drow.
Yeah.
She is the primary patron of the Drow. She basically has sort of a system set up for the Drow where it's a matriarchal society, and she sort of has general small rules along the lines of it's not murder if you don't get caught kind of deal. So there's a lot of backstabbing in Drow society.
Okay.
Interesting. I
makes
kind of like this lifestyle.
It makes the Dritz origin books a really fun read.
Yeah, it does.
It really does. So I rolled a 20, and I'm looking for like secret doors, hidden entrances, things of that nature.
You find that there is a secret door behind the statue that was broken. The door itself seems like it was actually put really poorly back onto its sort of. It looks like it was like a sliding stone wall, and it looks like it. You wouldn't have been able to distinguish it from the rubble, but it looks like something, when it was moved back into a place, moved it back into its place improperly.
Oh, okay. Hey, Ledger, you want to give me a hand with this door and see if we can shift it out of the way?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright.
Is that raw strength unskilled, or?
It's I'll just go with an athletics check.
Nix wants to learn more about the wolves. Whether or not there are any signs of them in the city. Should that be a
you've got this.
Or investigation?
It'd be an investigation. Actually, go with nature because it's
okay.
Yeah.
So we have a collective 32.
Oh, great.
Unfortunately, you can't really tell anything just due to the streets, the cobblestone streets. But
it's like not really good for showing signs.
No. And you push the door aside, and inside you sort of hit this acrid, terrible smell.
I imagine these are where our missing clerics are. Dancing lights into the room.
Did the other bodies in the tunnel smell like this, or is it different? Because you said they were a few days old, but
they were a few days old. But it just seems like they smelled, but this seems like they've been stewing in a small place. But as you put dancing lights in there, you see that there are about 24 clerics, all female, all with their heads removed.
God damn.
That's vicious.
What is even happening here?
Do we have anything that can make like a loud noise, sort of?
Yeah, I could thunderclap.
Well,
good. Do we know anything? Is there such a thing as a god or goddess that, or someone on behalf of them that's represented by this, like beheading their foes specifically, that would have come and done this in retaliation? Or is this just they were beheaded because they were?
I have a question.
Just lined up and killed.
I don't know. I think we're grasping right now. We need to actually keep looking for stuff.
I have a question I think should be answered.
Shoot.
Are there heads there?
No.
Where are their heads?
That's an excellent question. Tune in next week.
It's a great philosophical question. There's, other than that, is
there another secret door inside the secret door?
Yeah.
Are you gonna make an investigation check?
I just wanted to ask with my 20 that I'll make another investigation check. 13.
I'll help.
Oh, look at that! I think I'll help as well.
Oh. Yeah.
I want to know where those heads are. Okay, Nyx just should always do her investigations as a dog because evidently she kind of sucks.
Tarek, it takes you a few moments. You shift through some of the bodies and just sort of knock them over a little bit because you can hear they start clanking around a little bit because they're wearing kind of like armored breastplates and things like that. eventually you hear a very soft noise behind one of the clerics. It's a very soft, you want to say, breathing?
I sort of just snap my fingers and point towards where I hear the breathing.
Some tight ass military hand signals.
Is it another door or is it just darkness?
It seems like a wall.
There's something behind that wall.
Am I?
All right, Ledger walks up to the wall, tries to figure out how to open it, and then like waits for them to be at the ready before she tries to open it.
Strength
Make
check.
a perception check.
Yeah, I figured that was coming first because I don't know how it opens.
My first
Mm.
instinct was to
Mustache
slam it.
It's
Awesome.
after taking a look at it, the room itself seems rather well sort of made. It's just sort of like a small little back alcove used to potentially have like things for various ceremonies. This wall seems oddly misshapen. So
Well-
like it's a square area and this thing seems like a weird oval, like curved wall.
Our first adventure together, I broke through a wall with my shield.
Ledger
Shall
steps
we
back and
repeat?
lets Artax do it.
Are we sure this is a wall?
No.
And
I mean,
are
it
we
looks like a
sure that
section of
breaking
wall that was
through it
pushed in
won't
front of
kill
this.
whoever's on the other side?
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
just
do we need to bash through this
No,
wall,
let's
or
not.
can we just move it?
No, the fact that we hear breathing, yeah, that's enough for me to say no. Let's
Can
not.
we?
Oh,
we-
fair enough.
Can we just?
Yeah, am I able to move it, or is it something that's...
It looks like the wall has been misshapen intentionally, as in the wall itself, the stone was shifted.
Does it look like it was like stone form,
Oh,
like
put into
magic?
place, and someone is.
Someone cast Wall of Stone kind of deal.
It's
Ah.
more along the lines of someone shaped the stone in the area.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Well, let's try and break it then.
Well,
Well, all right. So here's
I'm
like,
trying to
I'm-
picture, like, if they're hiding from all of this going on,
no,
then maybe they'll just come out.
here's the play, right? So I walk up and I put my ear to the stone and I rap on it twice. Did I talk to myself? No. Okay.
Very quietly, you hear a similar tapping noise back to you.
So all right. So I tap shave and a haircut.
Oh God.
You just hear another tapping noise back.
Okay. So there's no like Faerun Morse code, right? Like it's like
Just say something.
I kind of cup my hands over the stone. I say, "Can you hear me?"
You're not entirely sure if your voice travels through all that well.
Okay. In that case,
How thick is the wall? I'll use message.
You're not entirely sure how thick the wall is.
I'll try to use message anyway. and I'll say, who's there? Are you friend or foe?
Does message allow you to get a message in reply?
Yeah. They can whisper back and only I can hear them.
You do get a whisper back. However, you don't understand Undercommon.
Damn it, that's a drow.
oh God. Can she mimic the noises she just heard? Because I can cast comprehend
Yeah,
languages, and we can kind of like three man interpret of this.
I can use, I don't know if it's minor illusion or thaumaturgy to create someone else's voice. So
Oh, you can turn yourself into a loudspeaker.
I would think so.
it's like I think that's how the spell works, Sean.
Let
spell
me
works,
do
right?
some.
You can magnify your voice, yeah.
Well, I don't know if we want to magnify our voice or hers.
Thaumaturgy.
Well, I know minor illusion. You can create a sound as long as you have a picture of it in
Can
your
I shadow
mind.
the wall?
You should
Yeah,
do it.
minor illusion can be someone else's voice.
Okay.
Can I shatter the wall?
So
You could, potentially.
You'd also potentially cut them to ribbons, wouldn't you?
I mean, I could, I don't know if you could message them and say, hey, just scoot back. Maybe she understands. Maybe whatever's on the other side of that thing understands regular
Common.
common. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like back away from the wall is what I would go with right now.
Yeah, I message them and say, I don't understand Undercommon, but I hope you understand Common, and please back away from the wall.
Get one squeak for yes, two squeaks for no.
Yeah. Knock once if you understand, twice if you don't. Although, that won't, if they don't understand, they won't know to knock twice, so never mind.
All right. You don't get a reply that's not in a language that you understand, so.
Okay, I don't think they understood me.
Okay, so they didn't understand. All right, so we didn't get knocks back, is what you're saying.
Right.
God damn it. All right. Well then that throws my plan out of the window.
Okay, so we could smash the wall at the battering ram to give a warning, right? Because I don't think this wall is gonna break immediately.
And then
hit
I could
it
also
again.
carve it up with my sword.
It's up to you.
I think that might be the way to go. Because that would do the least I can cut an outline kind of thing instead of just like smashing the damn thing in and showering someone with rocks.
Why
This
don't we,
sword's good, but can it slice through that much rock?
It's get carved through that
Guys,
marble monstrosity.
guys? Why don't we ask the wizard if she knows anything?
Hey!
Oh yeah, she's here. Oh yeah.
She's
She's sort
right.
of
Oh,
been
fuck, we have a
slowly
wizard.
following you guys. She's
Jesus,
a little. She's outside of the temple right now, just still looking over everything.
I go out there and I say, hey, there's this wall that's been magicked, like stone shaped over top of an alcove. Do you have any way to remove it without like exploding it?
Or do you speak Undercommon?
Or do you speak? Well, yeah, undercommon would be useful right now.
Of course, I speak Undercommon.
Thank God for the MacGuffin.
I have this book here.
Hey, focus up first. So,
Oh.
hey,
We'll have
hey,
another girls' day afterwards, okay?
rescue op first, translations later.
Okay.
Can you
Because
cast
this just went
message?
from recon to rescue, so deal with it.
Can you cast message by chance?
She nods and walks in with you before sort of start. And I wouldn't say she's startled. She just gives a grimace when she sees the
Oh yeah.
horror show. And
We should have reminded. Yeah.
Did she know some of them?
no, but she just sort of
Not accustomed to this kind of savagery.
Yeah, it's just not really entirely sure what's going on. So she walks in and
That makes two of us.
mutters an Undercommon before nodding and returning to you guys. She says, "It appears there's a child behind there.
Uh-oh.
Hey, honey.
If you wish to break the wall, she's at a suitable distance for you to do so."
Okay. So,
It's-
As she
Let's
says
do
that,
it.
I start pulling the battering ram.
all right, I jump behind you on the battering ram. Yo, dude, I've got 21 strength. Like, I am prodigiously strong.
Except when I'm helping you.
Okay, so how does the battering ram work again? It's like a strength check, but we get advantage if there's two people, right?
Not that you need it.
I think it
Oh,
was
that
me
was
and-
Ark. That was bad. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That was the wrong person. Oh, he said he hit the wall with his pickaxe while we were talking.
All right.
Clink.
And yes, taken aback would be the correct word.
Words.
You smack your pickaxe through the wall. It's probably about like 6 inches thick.
Oh.
But it's hollow on the other side.
Okay. Well,
So I get to help too, right?
yeah,
I'm helping.
I get advantage.
I'm helping.
16.
14.
You manage to use the after the pickaxe goes through, you smack it with the battering ram, causing the wall to crack and crumble and bust out. You can see a small, what looks almost like starving drow child on the other side.
Okay.
Well, the wizard speaks Undercommon. Let the wizard speak to her.
I
Well,
immediately hand her a potato.
Before we start like pushing people into this little alcove, I put my hand out like kind of
I didn't mean like leave her in there to talk to her.
Yeah, I know.
Starlight begins to walk forward a little bit and offers her hand. And the little drow child just sort of looks fearfully at all of you before eventually taking Starlight's hand, and Starlight just sort of lifts her up and holds her close before taking her out of the little room.
Yeah, let's get the child
Hey, does
away
the,
from all of the decomposing bodies before we try interrogating her.
Yeah,
Well,
cover her
I'm
face.
not
Cover
interrogating her,
her
I'm-
face. Cover her face and get her out of this room.
The child basically looks away when you pass by the headless corpses.
When we get her out and sat down, we give her some rations and potatoes if she wants them. But rations more so.
Before we knocked the wall in, did it look like it had been shaped from the outside or the inside?
Oh, good point. If she couldn't get it down, that would explain the starving.
Well, I just wanted to confirm something.
I have a feeling that someone put her in there to save her.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
Did we get a name from her?
She isn't giving any names. At the moment, she's you can just hear her like muttering a few things, and Starlight just says, she asks if the creatures are gone.
What creatures?
Well,
What
she
do they
talks
look
about
like?
wolves.
Doesn't make any sense.
We haven't seen any wolves so far.
What about this cloaked man?
Oh god.
Oh no.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Ark handed the kid a pen and paper to draw them. If they're unusual wolves or normal wolves.
We're going to need to take her out of here. I don't think she's quite well enough to tell us anything just yet.
Okay.
Understand.
I agree.
So I suppose we have our way of figuring out what happened to this place.
So
I
we'll
say
bring
we-
her to the Underking. She needs to be among her own kind anyway. She's probably
I
never
say-
even.
I say we get the fuck out of here.
Yep,
Yeah,
leaving.
let's,
Leaving now.
Get out of the underground and then get
Well,
back to
we
the
still
city.
haven't figured out what's actually doing anything.
Yeah,
what
but
actually
we have-
happened down here.
She should know, right? She obviously knows.
We
No,
have
she doesn't. She's a child, and she's a traumatized child who can't adequately explain things to us. On top of that, you're wanting to make her relive the damn thing by telling us what happened.
My hope is that we can get her
She-
calmed down, get her some food, get her some water, get her a good place to rest.
I mean, I don't know if you know how the mind works, but I'll tell you right now, we're lucky she's not in shock and traumatized and mute right now.
we have enough
I'm
info
aware.
to make a report.
But we haven't fought anything.
Yeah, I think we need to find out what caused this and
Yeah,
kill
I would
it.
like to know what actually caused this, because I think our druid has been pretty clear. Like, wolves don't act like this.
Yeah, but
So far-
but without actually finding the wolves or any kind of trace of the wolves, they're
We've looked in 2 buildings.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you feel like we need to look through it more, I'll stay by you guys. But
I mean, we got lucky finding a survivor. You know, I feel like we could find more.
she at the very least knows a cloaked shadow man and the wolves. So
But I'm just
Feeling
thinking we
she
should
has an
get the
idea.
child out of this
we should before.
environment.
Oh, definitely
as
have
soon as
the
possible.
wizard escort her out and
Yeah.
take her someplace. Well, the other part is like, where are we gonna take her, because she's a drow.
The wizard can glamour her, can't she?
That's a very good question, Miss Wizard.
Starlight nods.
Wizardess?
I will take her to the tower. She will be safe there for now.
Very well. So are we staying?
Can you come back and get us, say, in a day?
You have 24 hours.
Thank you.
Done.
Just that.
So yeah, my curiosity is not sated on this matter.
She immediately casts a teleportation circle and just steps into it and vanishes.
All right.
All right.
Let's get investigating.
So is there any any like indicator on any of these buildings that would symbolize like this is more important than the others kind of thing? Like,
Well, you were in seems like the two most important buildings in there. There's plenty of large manor houses,
okay.
and there's like a market area.
Can we just, I don't know, do something to make such a loud noise, see if anything's attracted to us?
You think it'll think we're survivors and come back to finish the job?
Yeah.
As good a plan as any. We'll at least
You
see
know-
what's down here.
Nyx could always turn into a direwolf and howl.
Or how
That'll
about you
attract
that's-
any
sniff
that's
her?
birds in the area.
That is not a bad idea.
Why doesn't she see if she can smell the residue of whatever did this too? And, you know.
Yeah.
Well, Arcanos fired his gun, so
Okay.
Oh!
That
Awesome.
works.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's been talking like for like the last 4 minutes. We've all just been ignoring him.
No, everything he said I think
Sorry about
kind of
that.
just lined up with what we said. So
Right, but anyway.
Okay, well, he fired the gun off, so.
Yep.
Do we
He
hear
fired-
anything?
There is a very loud echo throughout the whole area. Nothing seems to respond to it.
Well, shit. There's nothing around.
All right, I'm
So,
going
okay,
to.
wait.
Actually,
I'm interested. As
I'm
we
going to
were,
wild shape to turn into a direwolf and basically sniff around, see if I can find the wolves and where they went, or even
we
if
have-
they smell off.
do we have torches? Do we have some other?
Everybody,
Yeah,
everybody
I have
has
a torch.
torches.
I have a
Okay,
torch.
good. Light up some torches. I'm gonna cast detect magic again.
Go for it.
And,
Okay.
I don't need those torches.
So when we were coming into this, there was a path down into the city, right?
Yep.
Are there roads leading out of the city further into the Underdark?
You passed by a lot of different pathways. The reason that you didn't go is you were just following the trail of bodies.
Okay. But like in the city specifically, is there only one path going back, or is there paths going deeper into the Underdark from it?
Yeah, there's paths going deeper into the Underdark.
Oh, wait a minute! Before I transform, looks like Ark wanted info on wolves.
Where does it say? Where did you
That
do
was
a
a
nature
while
check?
ago.
And what wolves did you nature check on? We haven't found a body of a wolf, have we?
Oh no,
No.
this was
No,
a
Arcana-
while ago.
Arcanauts,
I think he just wants my info on wolves.
Yeah, but here is the main thing you guys sort of remember. Wolves aren't natural to the Underdark.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's why this is weird. So, do we think they were just perhaps conjured by this shadow wizard cloak guy?
Are we assuming it's the same one from Lone Tree?
I don't know. I don't know
We
what
don't
we're
know.
assuming right now.
I mean, shadowy cloaked figures, that's usually the best way to keep yourself hidden. So,
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. We don't know many other shadowy cloaked figures.
we don't, but if one was to keep themselves hidden, you'd think it'd be in dark robes and covering their face.
Point.
So,
So while we're
it's-
kind of traversing the city and kind of Wolverine interrogation montage,
nothing.
just without the people, have I detected any magic in the area?
You detect magic, and you can see that a few of the noble houses still have a few of their magical decorations of like fairy fire along some of their columns still active. Even the central obelisk, which usually tells time in these sort of areas, all of the magic is gone.
So
There is no magic outside of a few random decorations.
okay, so those probably had a timed time lapse on their spells. The rest of them were, I don't know, probably. I mean, they probably lapsed already, and they just nobody was alive to replace the spell.
So, I assume this place is like pitch black without our torches because they have dark vision, right? They don't really
Yep.
care for light.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no.
That's just making sure.
Cool.
Does it look like there's a larger conglomeration of these latent effects still anywhere like specific?
They're mostly on the outskirts of the city,
Okay, but the center of the city is basically a magic dead zone.
pretty much.
Does it feel like a magic dead zone? Or is it just there's just no magic there?
There's just no magic there. If it was like still a magic dead zone, you wouldn't be able to use any of your abilities.
Well, I wouldn't say
Okay.
that, but
I'm going to turn into a direwolf and see what I can smell out.
All right.
Should be advantage on that.
Yeah, you get advantage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 21.
Yep. And you sniff out. It's something along the lines of you don't smell any fur. Is one of the big things that you take away. There is no smell of animals.
So these were definitely conjured.
Yeah. I think I have hunches.
Is there any trail at all that I can perceive and follow?
There actually doesn't appear to be anything. It is as if whatever it was left no trace.
So they were
Magical?
summoned.
She howls to see if anything answers back.
You wait a few minutes. You don't hear anything.
All
Sean,
right.
Matt says he's keeping his eyes open for metals, general goods, and not animals.
All right.
Wait, he's about to correct you.
I mean, that's what he said.
does Treat have dark vision?
I have Devil's Sight, so I can see completely in this darkness.
But
But
can
Treat
Treat
also has dark vision, yes.
have Treat do a scan up top? I like that plan.
Okay, Treat will do an aerial sweep.
Let's see. All right. So you said it looked like the bodies are being like funneled into that passageway we just came down, right?
Pretty much.
Okay. Can we follow the trail backwards?
What do you mean?
I mean, it went back to where we were.
All right. So it goes into the city, right?
Right.
Does it lead to like a building? Was there like an evacuation shelter, and then they just started
No,
running?
there's just seems like everyone sort
There's
of
just a general
piled
consensus
into
of-
this area.
Okay.
Did Treat see anything with her flyby?
His flyby.
His, sorry.
Tree could see that a few of the compounds, the sort of larger noble house compounds, their fences, like their walls, have large gaps in them.
What?
Okay.
Large caps?
Like, as in, there's no rubble from a wall bursting out. There's
But
just
it's as if it was.
yeah, it's as if it was.
The sword melted the wall. What the?
We should go investigate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have any other clues. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go to that.
All right, and we are going to take a very brief break so I can use the bathroom and take my dog out. So.
Alright. I'm gonna get some water.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
All right, I'm gonna grab food.